Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. I haven't done like a proper vlog with you guys in a while, and I figured why not chat with you guys and have a little Friday/weekend vlog. I'm in a full gray outfit today. I know my sweater looks like it's black, but I promise it's gray. I've been really tired the last few days. Let me sit you guys down. I've been really tired because so my company lets us have a charity day once per year. Basically, you get paid 8 hours, but you don't have to take PTO and you can go donate your time to a cause. With all the fires happening, there's so many different centers that are needing volunteers. So I used my charity day to volunteer at this one place in Santa Monica, and I am still exhausted. There were like over 100 boxes, and each box was probably like 60 pounds just of things people had donated that we had to carry upstairs and then like disassemble, like put them in places so that basically people could come into this storefront and shop, except they didn't pay for anything. And it was all people who had lost their homes. Crazy enough, like just by total coincidence, one of my friends walked in who unfortunately she did lose her home, and it was such a, like, I already felt very fulfilled by like helping people shop, but when my friend walked in I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm here today. So anyway, it was a long exhausting day because we decided to be there all day, literally 9 to 5, and then because we left at 5 it took me 2 hours to get home. So it was a long day, but it was a very fulfilling day. I had a really fun time, and then afterward I went to go play pool with some friends. So it was just a really long day. Then yesterday I was just like literally felt like I was having an out-of-body experience with how tired I was. So today I feel like I got a good enough amount of sleep, but I'm still pretty tired. So I'm gonna take it easy. Tomorrow Ryan and I are going over to Anaheim to hang out with my sister and my niece, which I'm very excited about. They went to Disneyland for my niece's birthday. She's turning 7, I believe, or she just turned 7 on Wednesday. They decided to do Disneyland, and I didn't go to Disney with them this year. I just decided I would just see them on Saturday. So they actually leave tomorrow, but they don't leave until like 7 p.m. So we're gonna have like breakfast and maybe go to like an aquarium or museum, I don't know, something in the Orange County area. Which is funny because I was just in Orange County on Monday, but I've learned that I really enjoy it over there, and so I'm excited to go back. So those are all of the updates so far. I am just getting started with work. I had one like mini call, I guess like a catch-up call, and I have a few things that I need to do. I got invited to this software with a client, so I have to like set up everything. I need to do all that. So I'm gonna focus on that, and then I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, it is 1:30 now, and I just finished, I was doing a few little book journal things. I did my recap on my thoughts on Unmaking a June Pharaoh, and then I also was adding in a book club book pick for I put January/February here because we're kind of like skipping January, but we already know what book we're going to be reading for February. So I obviously don't know my rating or anything like that because I haven't read the book yet, but was just starting to fill out a few things. And then I'm gonna try to read Dance of Thieves. I don't know why I haven't really, my whole January I haven't really been like into reading. I don't know why that is, but I kind of want to just like try to read a little bit more. This book in particular has been a little hard for me to get into because why? Because there's just like so many names and things like that I just like don't know about, and there's no map or list of like what things mean. So it'll just like name drop a bunch of places and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, that's been interesting. So I'm gonna continue trying to read and just get into it. I'm only like 2 chapters in, so it's very possible that I just need to read more. And I was seeing on like Reddit and things like that other people were having the same experience. Let's just try reading. I think that's gonna be a good way to spend my lunch break, and then I'll let you guys know how far I get into the book. It's Friday evening, guys. I'm so excited. I was realizing earlier, I just need to get into my book because last year around this time, I read Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I was obsessed with that book. But I actually had the exact same thoughts about that book where I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know who's who, what's what, but I need to just like trust the process. And I had, again, the exact same thoughts at that point. So I think I need to just like do it and like read and focus in because I think I'll just be able to get through it a lot faster that way. So I think once I enjoy the book or like just get into who the characters are and whatnot, then I'll be happy. So I'm gonna go grab my book. I'm going to grab some water and we're just gonna like sit here and read for a little bit. I think Ryan's gonna maybe go skateboard because it's supposed to rain all weekend, which I'm so excited about. We do still have some fires here in Los Angeles. A lot of them are like contained now, but there was a new fire not close to me, thankfully, but it's just been really sad, honestly, to see even more fires happening. Luckily, there's fewer winds, so there is more support that's able to like quickly take care of the fires. But with rain coming, I'm just so excited because that means fewer fires. So anyway, I'm gonna go grab my Kindle and we'll read for a little bit. I was trying to read Dance of Thieves, it's not working. I'm just like struggling way too much. The way that it's written is just like confusing me. There's too many characters. I don't know what anything means. Like they're using words that are like from a language that they've made up, but there's no dictionary, so it doesn't mean anything to me. And now that I'm saying that out loud, I should triple check that it's on the back. It's also a long book, which feels kind of not, yeah, no, there's no 62 chapters and 504 pages. So I think I'm just gonna pause this one for now. I wanted to show you guys though, I got well, first of all, I was going to also pick up Ministry of Time, but I got some books from Better World Books. So I got Anxious People. The other one I showed you guys in one of my last videos, I already got from Better World Books. This one was coming from a different warehouse, so it took a little bit longer to get here, but it's here. It just came today, and this one is my book club book this month. This is another book by Frederick Bachman, which I'm very excited to read another book by him because I really enjoyed Beartown a lot. From what I understand, this one is about a bank robber who takes some hostages and brings them to some kind of like apartment open house or something like that. I don't really know. It sounds kind of interesting, kind of funny, kind of self-deprecating, I think, from what I understand is like the normal type of story that Frederick Bachman writes. So I'm gonna give this one a shot, I think. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna update like my Goodreads and stuff because it says that I'm still reading Dance of Thieves and I just need to put that one down, I think. I'm doing like a little soft DNF because I'm not quite DNFing it, but I'm not gonna read it right now. I'm gonna update my Goodreads, I'll update everything, and then we'll get to reading. I lied again. I am actually debating. I was trying to debate between The Great Alone and That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. The Great Alone is by Kristen Hanna, which obviously I just am obsessed with Kristen Hanna, but I do love a mystery thriller, and this mystery thriller is like under 300 pages. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe I read that one just to kind of get out of my slump. I'm actually very excited to read this book, but I want to read it a little closer to book club just so that I don't like forget any details. I want to read a shorter book because I'm like fully in a slump and it's been really bad, honestly. I have been in this slump for far too long, so I want to get out of it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to read this, see how I like it, and I'll keep you guys updated. Again, I'm still very, very excited to read this new Frederick Bachman one that I just got. I have another Frederick Bachman actually in there from Better World Books as well, but I think this is gonna be what gets me out of the slump. So let's check it out and let's see if I get excited about reading. I was just having a little bit of food. Oops, let me make sure I didn't accidentally play my audiobook. I was listening to an audiobook while I was eating because it's just harder to like read while I'm eating, like physically read. So I always have like an audiobook. Well, most of the time I have an audiobook that I'm also listening to. And I'm kind of into this one right now. I'm reading The 7-Year Slip on audiobook. I know I just said I was gonna read a different book, but here we are. So I thought what would be kind of fun, let me get all of this actually. So for Christmas, Ryan's brother gave us this like paint by numbers kit, and it actually comes with 2 different paint by numbers. Here we go, you can kind of see which ones they are. I'm thinking about doing this top one, and I was seeing on it, like, I know he bought it on Amazon, so I looked it up on Amazon, and I was seeing people just like literally taped it to their walls so that it was easier to paint and they could like come back to it whenever they had time. So I'm thinking about doing that, because I just think that it would be kind of fun, especially since I don't really have many plans tonight. So I'm gonna set this up. I already confirmed with Brian. He was, especially because there's 2 of them, he was like, you can do whichever one you want. So if he wants to join in, he can from time to time, but otherwise, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's on this like canvas Basically you just tape this up, and then this eventually you can like, I think either cut out or somehow put on wood so you can like frame it. I don't really know, but it's like bordered, if you can see. I'm gonna tape this up and I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not? All right, I'm pausing for the night there, which looks crazy because it's like I've done nothing, but let me show you guys how that looks close up. I was listening to the 7-Year Slip while I was painting, and honestly pretty good. I am 27% of the way through. I think it's cute. It's basically about this girl who moves into this apartment, and the apartment is magical, and basically you can like be sent 7 years in the past. I had heard pretty good things about this book, but then my friend read it and said she didn't like it. So then I got nervous about reading it, and then I realized it's on Spotify Premium. So I figured I'd listen, because that's what I tend to do when I'm not sure if I'm gonna like a book. I just decide to listen to it, which by the way, I realized Dance of Thieves is also on Spotify Premium. So I might try listening to it, because sometimes just like hearing characters' voices, it helps. Paintbrushes are clean. I'll show you guys how far I got, but I did not realize how difficult this painting was. So I did this like little piece here. It's just 2 small pieces. And then I tried to start here. This technically all should connect, but I just like didn't see before how tiny all of these little spots are. So it's just like very hard to get like, how am I gonna get that? Like, it's just gonna be crazy. The paintbrushes are like fine. There's like a variety of sizes, but I actually cut one down. This one I cut down to like this tiny little nub, which is like what I used to do in school all the time. And then this one too, I cut this one down as well. So it's like a little bit more on the flat side, but I might actually have to go into the garage and get my set of paintbrushes, because I know there's a few in there that are a little bit more fine that I like to use, because I don't know how I'm gonna paint those small little sections. It's so hard too, because like there's so many large sections and like small tiny sections inside of them. So this is definitely going to be like an ongoing project, but also that's kind of fun, because I feel like I don't have to like sit here and do this for like 5 hours at a time. Like I can just like come in for 30 minutes, paint, and then be done with it. That's where we're gonna end for right now. I think I'm going to go and pick up the other book that I was originally going to read, which is That's Not My Name. I'm just gonna put these things away. I'm having a little bit of wine still. I have a few wine bottles from my birthday that people bought me, so I'm going through them slowly. That's how I think we're gonna spend the rest of the night. Tomorrow, we're going to go meet my sister and my niece at 9:30 in the morning. We'll be meeting in the Orange County area, so I think we're gonna go have breakfast all together, and then after breakfast, we're kind of just gonna see what we get up to, because we don't really have plans, but we're thinking we want to stay obviously close to the area because they leave tomorrow out of the airport in Orange County. So we're thinking maybe like we can go to a museum, or you know, something along those lines that's just like kind of fun and indoors, so that if it starts to rain, we're not just like miserably soaked. Not that it's gonna rain that much, but you know, better to play it safe. It's already 9 o'clock. Oh my gosh, that's kind of all. So I'm gonna go get these things together, clean up a little bit, and then we'll go relax in bed. He is running in to be here. I'm talking a little quietly because Ryan is still asleep. I'm debating whether or not I run today. My running group is going, but today's Sunday, just to be clear. Yesterday, I went to Orange County with my sister and my niece, and it was so fun, but I'm exhausted. We had breakfast, and then we went to like a trampoline park. Then we stopped by Target because they needed an extra suitcase. And then we went to like a lunch dinner at CPK, and then we went home, or we dropped them off at the airport and we went home. And my legs are tired from the trampoline park, but I'm trying to decide if I go run with my friends or not, or if I like chill here and then do my own workout later, because 1, it's cold, 2, it's rainy, and I kind of want to just enjoy the rainy morning. Part of me does, but the other part of me is like, go run, Jessica. So I'm gonna walk pee suss out the vibes and then we'll go from there. Either way, I'll enjoy the rainy day. It's just about whether I enjoy the rainy morning, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a rain jacket on. I'm going to take him on a quick walk because I want to like be on time until I decide, if that makes sense. Let's do that. I'm so excited that it's raining today. Okay, on this walk, I think I've decided that I'm actually not going to go to run with my friends, mostly just because the reason I wanted to take pee first was because I wanted to see if my legs were okay enough, but my legs are sore from jumping on the trampoline, which sounds crazy, but here I am. So I think instead I'm just going to do like a run or a workout at my house, like once I'm more awake. I'm also just like half asleep. Ryan and I passed out at like 8:45 and I'm still like exhausted. Just a lot when you're not used to a 7-year-old. So I think I told my friends I don't think I'm gonna run with them today, which I'm sad about. I kind of wanted to, but yeah, I just don't have it in me. I'm so tired. So I'm gonna finish Pea's walk and then we'll go back to the house and make some coffee. We're back from our walk. We're awake. I'm going to make myself some coffee. I told my friends that I'm just not doing it today, but that I will be there next week, basically. This is like the group of girls that I have been doing half marathon training with. We've been doing it together for like, I want to say nearly a year. Last year we had the goal to run a half marathon and it just didn't happen for various reasons. I think we like just never committed to a half marathon, and then training in the summer honestly is like really hard because you have such high heats here and running on a treadmill can be hard sometimes. It just never happened. So then this year we were like, we're gonna be for real about it. The half marathon that they want to do is in San Diego and it's also on my best friend's wedding day. So I won't be able to go to that one. So now I feel like I'm kind of training for a different half because I'm not going to be on their same schedule, because even if I were staying in LA, I wouldn't be able to do that weekend. So now no matter what, I'm going to be skewed by at least 1 week. So it's just kind of a lot. So I kind of feel like I want to figure out which half marathon I even want to do first. I actually don't mind doing something a little bit like more at the end of the year, if that's an option, but I really should have thought this through because the LA marathon is always in March and that would have been the best option, but I now don't have enough. I mean, I guess I technically do, but it would be like really rushed and I don't want to hurt myself. Anyway, long story short, I still want to do a half marathon, but I just like have to figure out which one and commit to it so that I actually feel like I need to do it, because they're a little bit expensive. So if I like buy my pass to do it, I'll be like, okay, I actually have to train. There's also a part of me that's just like, what if I just did a full marathon? And I know that that's crazy, so I don't think I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna make this coffee and then I think I'm going to sit here and read. I'm reading 3 different books in one, like not one sitting, but like I'm reading 3 different books right now. Yeah, I think that's kind of gonna be a primary entertainment of the day, is maybe some reading. I'm gonna continue painting this painting that we have because I didn't get very far, and just enjoy the first rain in, I think it's been 9 months in Los Angeles, and we clearly need it. So glad it's raining. I wanted to quickly tell you guys what this book is about. It's so interesting because it's basically about this girl who wakes up and thinks that she's dead and realizes obviously that she's not. She can't remember anything. She can't remember her name. She can't remember where she came from or why she's like covered in bruises and cuts and the whole thing. Basically, some officer finds her and is trying to identify her when all of a sudden her dad comes to the station looking for her. So he's like checking all of that out, making sure that's truly her dad. But then you also cut to this other set of characters who are looking for a different person, like the same person from what I'm gathering, but they're calling her a different name. And so I don't know which side of what is like the truth, I guess, or like what's going on exactly. That's basically where I'm at, and I'm 20% of the way through this book so far. So it's been very interesting just to kind of figure out what's actually happening and like who's who, or like who she is, I guess is all I'm really saying. So I have a lot to discover still. We're gonna keep reading, but I just want to tell you guys what it was about. The sun is now coming in, so now I just have like a band of shadow on my face. Hopefully it rains some more. That's what I was looking forward to literally the whole day. Okay, I just showered and then immediately got back into pajamas. I think I might have missed the rain, like the big rain. It's so funny how, because it doesn't normally rain here, I'm like constantly desperate for it to rain all the time. So this morning, Ryan and I have started doing this thing where we do like Sunday check-ins with each other, where basically like every Sunday we just chat a little bit about how our last week was and like what we're looking forward to in the following week, and then like any long-term goals or plans, things like that. And something we were talking a little bit about is visiting my family more often. Seeing my sister and my niece yesterday made us kind of realize we haven't really seen my family in a while. Like I last saw them January of 2024, so it's been a year for me, and then Ryan last saw them July of 2023, so it's been a long time for him too, and they're like his family too. So we were just kind of realizing that we need to actually start planning some of those things out. We also want to do more trips together, so I am going to schedule, we have like a little board that we use on a weekly basis just to kind of like know what we're doing that week. So I'm gonna schedule that we will do that this week. Like we'll plan out some trips, which I'm very excited about. I also need to go get a passport photo, and I have to do that this week because I need it so that I can feel confident in starting to plan some travel for my friend's wedding, which she is having a wedding in Greece. So all of that just to say that we have a lot of trip planning to do, and I'm excited because hopefully that obviously also means that we will be doing a lot of travel this year, which I really want this year to be my year where I get back to traveling, because I used to love, I do love traveling, and I just want to do better at traveling, even like weekend trips, go camping, even if like no one wants to go with me. I need to do those things because it just makes me feel more like myself. That's what was happening this morning, which was really, really productive. I really liked all of those like little chats and things. I've also been reading, obviously, like I was mentioning to you guys. I read one more chapter of Clockwork Orange. I don't know if you guys have read the book before, but it is a little bit confusing to read just because there's so much made up slang in it, but it's interesting. So I'm just taking it slowly and just like reading a few chapters here and there at a time, just so that I don't like get overwhelmed or like put myself more in a book slump, because obviously I have been in a slump. But I'm thinking of making some breakfast now, so I think I'll make, oh, I have leftovers actually. I have an omelet from yesterday. Maybe I'll eat that. So I'm gonna warm that up and then we'll get back to reading and just kind of like chilling out for a little bit. It's been a second. I've done close to nothing today. I'm going to quickly get dressed. Honestly, I need to put all these clothes away, but we're not gonna do that right now. I'm going to get dressed because we're gonna go over to Trader Joe's. I've been in pajamas literally all day, even though I showered, like I was telling you guys. It's about time for us to like go do something. We were initially gonna maybe go for like some kind of walk or something, but I think instead we're just gonna go to Trader Joe's. I'm gonna get dressed and then we'll head over. I also ordered, I actually don't really need much at Trader Joe's. I ordered some groceries from Vaughn's, which will be here around like 4 or 5-ish, probably closer to 4. But I did that because I tend to buy more at Trader Joe's than like what I actually need. So I already know that I want to make a certain recipe, so I ordered the groceries for all of that. And now I won't be tempted at Trader Joe's. We came back from Trader Joe's and we got some things. The dishwasher is running, so it might be a little bit loud, but I wanted to show you guys. So again, I did my like main shopping on Bond, so that will be here in like 30 minutes. So this is like mostly snacks. This is sugared rice cracker stars. It says that it's sweet and salty. Sweet and salty.
This is what I got, everybody.
Like variety pack of Christmas JoJo's. Okay. I got this for breakfast, a dark chocolate protein muffin. I think it's one of those things that you just like put water in microwave, so I thought that would be nice. This is, I think, the thing that I'm probably most excited about. They remind me of when I used to work at Jamba Juice. They had these and you would just warm them up, but they're like a waffle with sugar inside of like each of those corners, so that looks good. I panicked and got this. I don't really know what it is, but it's Thai red curry with this, I think this is like a bread of some kind. That looks good. This is fettuccine alfredo. This is just like my go-to when I know that I'm gonna have a busy day. I have meetings, I don't have time to eat. This is usually what I reach for. I always have to get soup dumplings. I get the pork and ginger ones. I just think that they taste a little bit better than the chicken ones. This was like the main thing that I wanted. It's this garlic spread. I'm obsessed with it. And to go with that, I got some, pita bread. I got 2 packets.
You got like,
I got 2 packets.
You got half the supply from the city. How much is
They only come 4 in each pita, and look how big this thing is. Last time I ran out of pita and I still had garlic sauce. And then I got, almost done, some harvest chili. Same idea. I wanted to get a few lunches that I like knew I could just like grab and go if I had a lot of meetings. If you want to show your strawberries. We found these. Ryan has newly discovered that he loves pineapple, and these are like white strawberries that taste like pineapple. So I'll have to try these in a little bit.
Try it right now.
They smell so sweet. This is a spice chai concentrate, so I can make like a hot chai tea latte. These are Thai noodles. One is the peanut one, which I tried last time, and then I have not tried the red curry one yet, but Ryan said that this is the superior one, so I'm gonna get this one, or I'm gonna get it. I already got it. I got this one too, so 2 of these. And that's that. I'm gonna go put this stuff away. I'm gonna try one of those strawberries and maybe a few of these little snacks.
You wish.
Is it good?
It doesn't taste like pineapple.
What the heck?
Still tastes good.
The sign lied to us. I'm gonna go put this stuff away. I want to quickly pick up this living room over here because it's a little messy and we just need it to get a little bit cleaner, and then my food should be here literally any minute. Once the food is here and we like put all that away, it should be P's feeding time, which is about 4:15ish. At that point, we'll take him on a walk and then we'll be able to relax for the rest of the day. So let's do a quick 10-second tidy. Did you guys ever as like kids watch Lunette the Clown? I forget what like the show was called, but she had a little doll named Molly and she always did 10-second tidies. I always think about that, but we're gonna do that really fast because it's a bit messy in here, and then we'll be able to relax together, which will be really, really nice. Okay, that feels way better than it did before, and now we've tidied up a little bit and we can like actually relax here comfortably. Looks like my driver got delayed. It says that he should be here in a few minutes, so I'm just gonna be chilling here until he's here, and I will put that stuff away. It's all ingredients for a chicken and gnocchi soup, which I'm very excited to make. Then we'll take P and then we'll be able to relax for the rest of the day. It's actually starting to get sunny, so it's sunny now, which I just was like hoping that it would rain a little bit more, but it has been really nice that it's been really rainy today. Ryan said that he wants to do a workout later as well, so we might do a little like HIIT workout together. Sometimes we do them together. Honestly, other than that, I think it's just gonna continue to be a really chill day because there's nothing big happening today. We're like just hanging out and doing the basics, which honestly feels really nice. I think I'm gonna pick my book back up. I'm still reading That's Not My Name. It's honestly, it's getting so good. I like that we don't really know like the backstory of what's going on with her, because then we have to like try to figure out who's telling what lies. Things are starting to get a little bit shady though, and I think that like she's starting to feel a little bit like, I don't know, my P's food dispenser right now. I feel like she's starting to kind of get that feeling of like, am I being told the truth or like what's happening? Which is a really fun dynamic. So we are only 33% of the way through right now, so we're still pretty early on. We have a lot to learn. It's the next day and I totally forgot to say goodnight to you guys last night. So just wanted to end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for spending the last few days with me and just, yeah, having like a fun, cozy vlog together. I have some really fun, exciting videos coming down the line too, so stay tuned for those. If there's anything that you guys do want to see on my channel, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I always love to hear your guys' ideas and thoughts, or like anything that you guys are reading. I always love to get recommendations from you guys, so feel free to leave all of that in the comments below. And other than that, I hope you guys are having a really great week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.